Loading screen. There we go.
Previously on Quantum Break.
We're taking the hard line. Any potential threats to our plan need to be...
What is happening? Wait a minute. Something's not gone right. Hold on. Technical issues. Please hold on.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive, Dr. Amaral. That made you priority one.
Yeah, they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right, let's go.
I need to fix this. Okay, ooh. Never mind, this seems right. I don't know why the preview was like... The one I'm not sure about is this one. Hold on. We're not going to watch the FMV again, we're just going to skip it, but... Woof, these loading screens.
I want to go over Sophia's figures. If she's right, the fracture is escalating a lot faster than we anticipated.
You know the future. Dr. Amaral doesn't. Is the lifeboat even in a viable state for activation? She's trying to convince you the schedule's wrong. Why? To get you to rush this? To make a mistake? The people opposing you. She could be one of them.
She isn't.
Are you willing to bet the entire plan on that? I implore you, hold off on activation, Paul. Let me clean house before this gets completely out of hand.
Shut up, Lance Reddick. Let me just make the
How do you want to
choice.
proceed?
Somebody was working against me. Somebody close. Martin Hatch. Sophia Amaral. I could only trust one of them.
You really don't have to loading screen for this. Okay, so that last choice
Sophia's
did
data's
just
always been good.
get eaten by the Oblivion. But now we're good.
Hello.
Hello.
Why are we back at this part?
Because I freaked out because when I loaded into this section, it was like, we're taking the hardline approach, and I had to be like, whoa, what? And then I went back and had to double check all my choices, and for some reason it ate the choice from the last episode, so I had to go and make it again, and then just skip forward.
Huh. Okay.
It was weird.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive, Dr. Amaral.
But how's
that
it going?
Made you
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, they made that clear.
Part
Monarch
4 of
lined every
5
escape
for the
route with
Quantum Break, huh?
barricades,
Yep.
roadblocks.
No
I had to get to
expansion
the
DLC
mainland,
for
but I couldn't
this?
do it by car.
No,
Okay.
Needed a new plan.
unfortunately.
Did this game do really terribly or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Beth, I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too
This
hot.
this game is the black sheep of the Remedy
I'll let you know as soon as I find some
cinematic
Like,
universe.
did it just sell super poor?
It didn't sell great. It didn't review particularly well.
I'm looking at the
Yeah.
bridge right now. It's a lot
Which is unfortunate because I think this game's really cool, but
Well, maybe.
Like, there are definitely things about it I really
Let
like.
me know.
Like, I like the concept of just, you know,
I'll be a lot
your
better
choices
if you
matter, but, you know, I mean, they matter as much as they do in any
of
choices matter game, I guess.
Dr. Amaral.
oops. Yeah.
But, like, I like the concept of the show.
Yeah,
I think the show is done really well for the most part.
That depends.
I agree.
Let me check.
I
I
like.
do not at all care for show main character. But outside of that,
Oh, over here is something really cool. We're gonna watch this, and then I'm also gonna talk to you about something else.
okay.
But, well, we can keep talking about Quantum Break, and then I will keep talking to you about something else. But we need to watch this.
We don't know where
Okay.
he is. We can't find him.
You might want to
So we
unmute.
need to look
Still
into
there?
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
a replacement.
All ponies are made of
Oh, hey, I know
butter
this show. I
in
think.
Night Springs. There is always lots of the Kratzu things happening in Gitu of Nigat Springs.
Thank you.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource. Do that again.
I met that guy.
And yet, that is the fate that awaits you in Night Fringe.
It's Night Springs.
Night Cringe.
Springs.
Bright Blings.
Night Springs.
Fright. Whinge.
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource in Night Springs.
Right things.
Okay. That's really dumb, but I love that for some reason.
You still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder.
Why would
Doing another sweep.
you ever want to place the narrator?
Because he didn't show up.
I can't stay here long.
Also, I hadn't watched that since I met that guy, and I just had a weird moment of like, oh wait, that's the guy I met once.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. I go
Did he
with the
constantly
thing,
mispronounce everything he tried to read?
Crossfire.
No, he did not.
Damn it.
He did
He's
talk
not
about
living the gimmick.
He talked about how super hard it was to write a story about time travel.
Yeah.
Here on the bridge.
And time travel tends to wrinkle your plot a little bit more than most things.
Giant gas
Yeah.
sign out front. Can't miss it.
The main thing that he talked about in the talk that I went to
There's not a lot
was
of options.
in normal stories you have cause and effect, and it goes in that order. You have a cause and then you have an effect.
Mm-hmm.
But with time travel, as soon as you add time travel, the cause doesn't necessarily follow the effect doesn't necessarily follow the cause,
Mm-hmm.
and that can be an issue when you're trying to write coherent narratives. But going back to before we found the Night Springs, I do think this game is the best blending of the video game and TV show that has ever happened. Of the two that have tried it.
I gotta ask, what was the other one?
I remember that MMO Defiance?
Oh, right. They had a sci-fi show.
They did.
Now I remember. But was the show actually supposed to be influenced in any way by the game?
No, it was just other
Okay.
narratives.
It was just a run alongside thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, as
Because I do like the concept of, like... In my head, the way this works is that someone in the show looks out a window at, like, a battlefield, and it's just footage of the MMO. It's just someone with a number over their head teabagging a corpse.
That would make sense.
And then just cut back to the character at the window just going, my god.
Also, as a weird follow-up, this was one of the E3 demos. Like, this
part of the game.
This section of the game was an E3 demo, which seems insane, given how late in the game we are.
I mean, Astral Chain uses a scene from the second to last mission of the game as the first shot of the opening cutscene.
That's true. I guess I can't really judge that.
Well, I mean, like, this is mid-game. It's like later mid-game, but it's like in the middle.
Speaking of late mid-game,
Yeah.
Disco Elysium.
Oh, how's it going in the Disco Elysium?
Saying it didn't go super great.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a feeling I know exactly what this is. Was there a difficult rhetoric check?
Yes.
Did you fail at rhetoric?
Yes, I did.
Did you get one of my favorite lines of dialogue in a game punctuated by a gunshot?
Probably.
Failing that, because I actually, for the record, spoilers.
Yeah.
You met Ruby is what I'm assuming.
Yes. Well, I also got a little past that.
No.
Well, I was gonna say, so that is, meeting Ruby is the point of no return.
Yeah, they had a Inland Empire or something chime in and be like, hey, if you do this, you're done, by the way.
So weirdly enough, I think that Inland Empire check only happens if you are walking in the cave and not running.
Huh.
Get up on that bridge and make my way.
Because the first time, I didn't realize it was the point of no return at first. When I realized it was, I reloaded the game and cleaned some things up before I went back and did that again. The second time I actually passed that rhetoric check. But when I failed that rhetoric check the first time, that was one of the funniest goddamn things in that entire game. Of just, what do I say to this person? Hold on, I've got the perfect line. And then you have maybe the worst possible line followed by a laugh. Just like, are you fucking serious? Oh, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
Disco Elysium is a very good game, is what I've decided.
It's a very good game.
Also, then I did the thing immediately after that, and that probably could have gone better.
I mean, it probably could have, but...
It probably could have gone worse, but it probably could have gone a lot better.
Cops.
Probably. How did it go?
Had done its job.
Without being too specific, just give me a rundown of the events that took place.
So I got in between everybody.
Yeah.
And then we talked for a while.
Uh-huh.
Then I failed a 75% hand-eye check.
Ooh.
And things escalated. So I was like, well, that didn't go well. And when you do that, your second check gets a big penalty to it.
Ah, the reaction?
No, not the reaction. You try it again. You try the same thing again.
Oh. Okay, so I actually passed that hand-eye check.
Okay. Because I tried it again.
Uh-huh.
And let's say that it didn't work a second time.
Okay.
Kim did a cool thing.
Yeah, he did.
And then I did a cool thing.
Oh, did you pass the reaction?
I passed the reaction. I passed both reaction checks, actually.
Nice! Holy shit! I honestly was not sure it was possible to pass that second one.
And then... Well, so I passed it, but I still got shot, let's say.
But probably less badly.
Yeah, no, I just got shot in, like, the leg.
Yeah, I will say I took a bullet to the pelvis.
Okay, I got shot in just, like, the thigh.
Okay. I got, like, a hip shot. Like, my leg was bad.
My leg was not bad. I could still run. I would occasionally get little orbs like, hey, maybe don't run, it hurts. I was like, fuck you, I do what I want. And let's say 5 of the certain group are maybe not with us anymore.
You know, that's not... I will say that is not the worst possible version of that.
The bridge was unreal.
Did you... how many of the other group are
No
still
authority
around?
to do this,
I think just the
but the modern
one.
PR machine had done its job.
Which one?
Here they were.
Main guy?
Or no, okay, so the 2 then, because the main guy and the lady.
Oh, they're still around?
Yeah. Well, so main guy got shot and is in like a hospital.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where the lady ran off to.
Okay, but the other guy is done.
Yeah, the guy that
The one that Kim took.
Yes.
Okay. So I will say the version of that went down with me, because I did not pass either reaction, but I passed the initial hand-eye, that whole group is gone.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I was saying, like, man, this really felt like it would have been the ending of the game, and yet we are still going, because everyone is gone. And, it was either 4 or 5 of the other.
I lost 5. So.
How's the gardener?
Gardner, I think, is okay.
Okay.
It was the leader, fat guy, the old guy, and then 2 others, I think.
Okay, so for me it was fat guy, old guy, the 2 others. The leader actually made it.
Okay. But the lawyer didn't?
No, the lawyer was also okay, but it was like a logic check to distract them so that she did not get shot. Because she was singled out during the conversation of like, hey, I'm about to shoot her in the face unless you give me a really good reason not to. And I had like a 50% logic check to make sure that did not happen.
Okay. I see, I didn't get to that part because I just decided at one point, like, I'm just gonna shoot this guy and run!
Yeah, no, that's fair. So, I will say, I don't think you can do that without gunfire. Like, I don't think that scene has a non-shooting ending.
I could see that being the case.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure no matter what you do, that scene is going to escalate. But man, how fucking good is that scene?
It's pretty good. Also, I really like the graffiti that Cindy left in the aftermath.
Yes! Just checking, because I'm honestly not sure it would be the same, but what did yours say?
Something in French.
So after I checked it on mine, the subtitles on the right had the English version of what it was.
Mine did not have the subtitles.
Oh. Did you set it on fire?
I did not.
What?
Why? I didn't have any cigarettes.
Huh, that's surprising. I totally lit it with a cigarette and it was fucking baller. Me and Kim stood there silently and just watched it.
To be fair, I do have a save like right before then, so I could go and do it. I've been saving like a motherfucker.
Oh, I have so many saves.
Yeah.
Like, just a fucking I don't even know how many exactly. It's a lot.
Basically, ever since I died in the one time I've died thus far, I was like, oh, I should be saving. I haven't died it anymore, at least.
Yeah. I really thought I was gonna during that fucking one scene.
And then
So I will say, I didn't pass either reaction, but the first shot was not a problem because I had acquired a certain thing from the crypto-fascist.
I did not have it equipped.
I got a thing right before that was like, hey, shit's about to go down if you walk like 5 steps in that direction.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna equip this gun, and I'm gonna equip all this armor, and we're gonna go talk to some people.
I also did that, and I just equipped the gun, and removed... I also removed the clipboard of regret, or whatever it's fucking called. Because it's like, I bet authority would come in handy.
Yeah, not as much as I'd expect.
Amazingly, no, yeah.
Oh, I guess it's because none of the people involved respect your authority in the first place.
I thought me and Titus had a thing going near the end.
Yeah, no, like, I was okay with Titus.
Yeah.
I will say, after I got out of that scene, there was I met up with Titus down in the main room of the inn, and there was actually a really cool scene where you can, like, shake his hand as you leave, and it's like, hey, think about becoming a cop someday, because you are actually kind of alright. And he's like, we're gonna think about that. Like, maybe making the Hardy Boys an official law enforcement thing.
This is so bad.
I love that.
So that was cool.
I love they're called the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I knew I'd be dead at the
Disco
start of
Elysium is very good.
Disco Elysium is great.
I had to reach solid ground in the deck of the cargo ship with my best bet.
But yeah, that line with the failed rhetoric check with Ruby of just I too know what it's like to be betrayed by a woman, and she just gives a single laugh and then gunshot was so fucking funny and dark. I just didn't even know what the fuck to say. I just laughed a lot. Oh man.
Frozen Crash was a mess.
I will say, to sate your curiosity, you don't get too much more out of that scene if you pass the rhetoric check. Because the past version is literally, how do I stop this from happening? I'm just going to put my hands in the air and say, hey, go. Like, you are not cornered. There is another way out. Just leave. And then that person just leaves. And then, roughly the same from there.
Yeah. Ah, so close.
What does this scene remind me of?
It reminds me of that one bit at the end of Alan Wake where you're jumping around.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. I was gonna say, it kind of reminds me of the Temperantia fight from Bayonetta.
Yeah. That is also a thing that I can see. Shit. I think I gotta time blast that to make it slow down and not just keep trying to run through.
But yeah, I thought that that last scene you did was going to be the end of Disco Elysium. And then it was not. And I was like, how the fuck is this still going?
I mean, I still think... I kind of figured there was still more because I didn't think that the one lady did it. And I was like, we still don't know who did this murder. We gotta figure out who did this murder.
Well, at that point, I honestly thought it was
The
blonde lady.
Wasn't exactly
Disco dancer lady.
Oh.
But I said that, and then Kim was like, I doubt it. And I was like, okay, you know what? I trust Kim.
The fracture was getting much worse.
See, it's funny because for me, Kim was like, we should have arrested that lady.
Oh, he was also totally like, we should have arrested her. But then whenever I actually, because during the conversation with the people, they were like, hey, okay, if these people didn't do it, who did? And I had a list of suspects.
Come on.
And I was like, probably blonde lady, because she took off. Oh, did you talk to Gark after you woke up?
No, I did not. I just left.
Oh, man! You should really talk to her. It's pretty cool. Oh, wait, shit, when did that happen? There was a scene somewhere in the... over like across the water lock
Fracture
or
was
whatever,
escalating.
where
Objects were moving out of
you and
time,
Kim are talking
out of
about
order,
something, and there was an
entire
option to
timelines
just
overlapping.
nod.
And it was gonna get worse.
Did you
Unless we
do
took care of
that?
it.
I think so.
There's a conversation with Kim where you're talking about something, and one of the options is just to nod, and then the other thing is Kim also nods, and then there's an option for nod harder.
No, I did not
And-
get that, I guess.
Okay, because it's like 7 or 8 repetitions of keep nodding harder, and Kim keeps escalating the nodding harder than you. And it's like by the end of it, you both just have sweat dripping down your brows and are like gritting your teeth as you furiously nod at one another to see who's going to give up first. And you can actually injure yourself trying to outnod Kim.
That's great.
And once you injure yourself, he's like, "Yeah, no, I felt like pain in my neck, so I stopped. I'm really glad I didn't go for that one extra nod." And you're just sitting there like, "Oh fuck."
He knew that the fracture would occur,
It's really
but
good.
he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This.
So I think somewhere around either here or I think it's going to be
Traveling
after
to
this
the past
section.
To retrieve it.
Is
You can
one
help
of
us
the
get there
first
faster.
collectibles that Serve really should be here
Or-
for.
You can agree to disagree.
Let's say.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Emerald to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
Also, boy, the frame
Okay,
rate
Doctor, let's go.
getting a little dicey.
And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
Jack, before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working.
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen, in the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
We do have a
You're
time
saying
machine.
We go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take
All
the
right, our
countermeasure,
hot
bring it
plan
to
is we're gonna steal the thing that will save time from my brother in 2010.
Explain to me
This
why
is
the
a
better
great
is just going
plan.
back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it.
You can't change the
My
past.
We don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still
If
feels
you
simple.
can't change the past, isn't their entire plan pointless?
But you can change the future because it hasn't happened yet.
Except that someone has already been to the future, therefore it is the past. Someone has already experienced the future, which means this is the past, which can't be changed.
Perhaps this will come up a bit later.
This is the guy that visited me in the cell.
How do they not see this as a problem?
According to Monarch
Why are they
Communications, Paul
stupid?
sabotaged a Monarch lab.
He may be undermining Paul, but I get the impression he's not on our side.
I just want to see a bunch of failed logic checks happening right now.
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge that has claimed
Bridge collisions.
Let's see how Dr. Emerald's doing with the time machine.
Trying to.
Yeah.
they expect to find more bodies, some of which
I don't remember if.
I don't think we can trust her.
Oh, this just
The way she
leads
looked
to
at the counter
the same
she's
place.
seen it before. She knows what it does.
I mean, it's also a collectible that I can just pop open if I miss it.
No.
But I'm trying to remember where
What was the other
exactly
kind
it
open up?
is. I know it's around here. I don't remember if it's after we travel back to.
Will takes it to the next level.
Back to
When we were
2010.
kids,
Back
the
to
only way that
2010.
Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
It's precious. And weird.
Iceman's brother's a fucking weirdo. News at 11.
she find anything?
I'm not sure. I'll go check.
Thinking it might be after
You've got to see this.
time travel.
Hey, shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
But
Okay, but
let's
first,
chat with
you need to check out
Amy.
the intel I uncovered.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station. I also found a video
Probably see how
of your
Dr.
brother.
Amaral's doing.
It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Oh, okay. So I think what this is going to be a bunch of the rest of the collectibles that I didn't get,
Hey,
quote
Amy.
unquote.
What am I looking at here?
Or not. Never mind, I don't fucking know.
Communications with the radio that Beth left me.
Okay, no it
Made a
is.
compilation of anything that's
So, I don't know why I did this, but when I went back and... Because when I did this, to get all the collectibles, I had to do everything both ways. This is... Don't fuck up the lifeboat protocol. And yeah, you don't get all of this if you do it the other way, because the other guy's a fucking degenerate.
The other guy is not cool enough to dig up information.
No.
The cab driver is not an expert hacker.
No, the cab driver posts on conspiracy theory forums and is like,
Oh,
check
good.
out all this sick shit, dog. And it's just like, none of this is useful.
They had us practically memorize this.
But what if Paul Serene was a
Hundreds of
reptilian?
employees.
That's literally part of the thing.
I
More
figured.
than you can imagine.
Like, you're joking, but you're not joking.
What if we have this footage of Martin Hatch's eyes closing sideways? Why do you think he's always using those eye drops? Because he's got lizard eyes.
Shit.
Jesus, Will. No use going there before talking to Dr. Amaral.
Okay, that's just that video again. So we're just gonna go over and talk to Dr. Amaral.
Here's this picture of Paul Serene hanging out with Epstein.
Oh. God damn it.
How's it look?
The problem is quite
So
simple.
what's the video of your brother?
It's the same one
Power
from
relay is
earlier.
down.
Oh, okay. Well, then why did they say you
Find
needed
a
to
way
see it?
reset it up.
No, she
They made a
said...
big deal out of it.
No, they didn't. They said you need
Yeah,
to...
she did.
She said all the
I'll lower
the
ladder.
papers.
She said there's a video of your brother. Put it on the TV. You're gonna want to see it.
Power surge occurred at 7
don't-
a.m. this morning.
That was part of her
I'm-
dialogue.
Oh, man, I'm just not...
7 a.m. That's hours before we
Uh
even
huh.
I'm just not paying attention, I guess, or something.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
So I was excited for the brother video because I thought it was gonna be like him autoerotically asphyxiating himself or something.
No.
Something that would make your
Okay.
character look at the video and just go,
Console
Jesus,
question.
Will.
Although, hold on, we can just do this. It's not,
The numbers don't lie. They spell disaster for Paul Serene at SummerSlam.
That's really weird. I don't know why it's
Red
not
lights.
in my
One reading.
collectibles.
You'll have to reset the power to the two stations with the red lights before activating the relay.
No, wait, no.
Both stations are located on the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Above the machine. Perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
Gotta put your reset switch for your time machine up above the time machine.
Okay, the first red light is now green.
Good. One more to go. I'm not sure if you can reach the second one that way.
This is really apropos of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see much of that, the Man of Medan game that this guy is in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched a playthrough of it.
Okay.
I think it was just a random playthrough. It wasn't like... Because I know Pat and Paige did one, but I didn't watch that.
I know Vinny and Drew and Alexis, I think, did one as well.
Oh, right. I definitely watched at least part of them.
That was enjoyable, but I don't know.
It's more Until Dawn.
Yeah.
If you liked Until Dawn, there was more of that. Wait, no. Am I thinking of the right one? Not Until Dawn.
No, you're right. It is more Until Dawn. It's from the Until Dawn people.
Oh, I was getting it confused with Dead by Daylight.
That, yeah.
I thought that was called Until Dawn, and I was like, wait, shit, no, I've got the name wrong.
What is it?
But no, okay.
What is this camera angle?
Toto.
Oh, here we go.
That's my signature.
You made this?
Here's the sick reveal of who Toto is.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack. There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me
This is...
from the future.
We found the
She shared
collectible.
Specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
it was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see it for yourself.
I gave myself a book from the future. Time.
Alright. If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. April 24th, your best friend will break her arm. Or sorry, April 24th, 2001. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. Apparently she met Jack Joyce in August 5th, 2001. Here we go. Here's Serve's entry in this diary. And then nothing happens for 5 years, and then time travel happens. Learn Jeet Kune Do. Learn sick martial arts. Time travel.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
And as previously mentioned, that is not the only time 9/11 comes up in the video game.
Looks climbable.
You thought Darkest of Days was the only stream that would actually have things to do with 9/11, but you thought wrong.
Also, I like that the diary explicitly mentioned to her younger self to be like, hey, change your appearance often, like hair color and whatnot. And yet she's apparently always a redhead. Because even in her graffiti of her and her younger self, she's both times a redhead.
She's not always a redhead. Actually.
Well, she is in the graffiti and right now, and
That's
at every
true. I
point in the
should
game thus far.
not have done that.
Having trouble getting to that red light up there?
It's easier said than done.
No pressure.
I goofed it. Shut up. I know.
Did you fuck up?
I fucked
Why'd you fuck up?
Because I jumped bad. And by jumping bad, I mean I just kind of walked off the edge.
Can't you just jump in the time bubble?
No, you cannot jump in the time bubble.
Why not?
Because that's a bad idea.
Well, aren't you trying to get in the time bubble?
No, we're trying to flip the switch to reset the...
Alright, all lights are green.
We're trying
But
to...
after that, you're going to get in the time bubble, right?
No!
What if you shoot the time bubble?
That's a bad move.
Can you pull out your gun right now and shoot into the time
I cannot pull out my gun right now and shoot into the time machine.
Just start blasting time.
For the record, I find it really funny that you're like, hey, what if you pull out your gun and start shooting into the time machine, when that's what happened at the beginning of the game. You're like, why did you shoot at the time machine?
Well, yeah, but there's nothing to lose now. Time is already dead because your brother shot it.
But no, we're gonna fix it. I gotta go up there.
But also, I just like the idea of opening a time portal and then just firing a gun into it. I like it because of how insanely reckless it is in terms of, like, alright, we gotta be careful we don't change the past, and then we're just gonna open a portal to a random time and place and just start firing.
It's ready. It's actually functional.
Okay, we're doing this.
Oh,
I'll
whoa.
save the date into the console. July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
No. Are you? This is it. There's no turning back.
Hey, wait!
She didn't wait.
What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over.
Well, that's not gone well.
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the light.
Turns out this doctor lady's kind of a jerk.
Okay. I'm gonna follow through with the plan. Tie her up and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack. Okay?
Now I'm going to time travel.
Hey, Amy, maybe this time actually keep an eye on what the doctor is doing.
That would be ideal, yes.
Working with a bunch of amateurs. So is this the kind of time travel where you need the time machine to come out the other side?
Yes.
Okay. Like, you can't time travel to when there was not a working time
Your
machine.
first journey back
Correct.
in time.
Okay, so he has had a working time machine since...
This is where
Since
I-
1999.
Hazy.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
What's going on here?
Do you think when he built the time machine, he was disappointed when like a rich future version of himself didn't come through immediately and be like, "Hey, it works."
Probably. Beth being like, hey, what if you just don't show up at your weird swimming pool lab for like one day after he finished the countermeasure?
Someone's in here.
Like, just this one specific day, what if you just don't show up? See? Not redhead. More brown hair than redhead.
Beth? It's me. Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Hello.
Not a lot.
What happened to you?
Welcome to time.
This is it. There's no turning back. Jack? Dr. Emerald sent me to the future. I fought for months trying to find a way to get back. I wasn't the only one.
Current time. No time.
I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible.
That man's gonna
end.
shoot that laptop. Or that lady's gonna shoot that laptop.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder.
Nope, just people jumping in machines, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome back to 1999.
You built the countermeasure. And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was.
11 years.
Wall of calendars.
I'll unlock the door.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Yes. That was the plan. I just have to unlock this. My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to get them. There's so much you don't know that you never saw. I gave up on the idea.
Like how it says follow Beth when I am very clearly super far ahead of her.
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for
Yeah, it's
us.
one of those time games, so.
I still believe that. More than ever. I'm just worried. That
Advanced
Means we finished
SMG.
you need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river. Along with everything else I brought here.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
That's a little
That-
drastic.
My time here is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Monarch whiteboard.
You followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
To form Monarch. Prepare for what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
We all kept tabs on each other.
Okay. The countermeasures at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
You bring it back here, use the machine, and return to the freezer.
I can't imagine what happened to you. When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it.
Whoop.
It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack.
Whoa, microphone stand. What are you doing?
You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore.
Oh,
I don't know if we can win this thing.
video game kind of hard froze there for a second. Everything's going well.
Then we'll die finding out.
Nope. Come on, mic stands.
Mike Stand has had enough of your bullshit.
Mic stand has had enough of my bullshit.
Let's go with that and see if that works.
I don't know a fraction of the hell that Beth went through. What she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her, like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts.
You okay?
Yeah.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
There it is.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring.
Why is
the
there a
place.
dead man
Yeah, Beth knew about your
here?
presence. She'd done spying on her own.
I mean, there are dead people everywhere.
Cops to avoid detection.
Yeah, but he's just laying on the roof.
Does Will know
Yeah.
we're coming?
Good a place to die, isn't he?
No, he doesn't.
Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really drunk.
He might be really drunk, but
I mean, there's a bunch of cups of booze. Or Kool-Aid, maybe?
or Kool-Aid mixed with booze.
Yeah. Or Kool-Aid mixed with strychnine.
Whoops. Sorry.
From this point on, we may be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Can't believe Paul the Punch Palmer quits.
Will?
He's not here. made sure of that.
What? Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe. In case... things go bad.
Fine. We get the device.
This!
Sure.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
All right, Will. Where'd you hide that safe?
It's April 2nd, 1999. It's been about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future. Since Wilder. I've moved the machine. Hidden it. I wish I could destroy it by now. I made it tell me as little as possible. But when we know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets.
Hey, River Boy. Pretty sure you folks are having a bad time.
Door's locked. Knowing Will, that's where the safe is. Just need to find a way in.
Oh no! Mic stand, please. Why is my mic stand being so uncooperative today?
As much as you stream, I'm amazed you have not had more extensive mic stand problems before now.
I'm also kind of amazed by that.
The power setup wasn't
Let's
working.
see here.
But it must have worked at some point.
Maybe I can rewind time to get this working.
Nope, nope. Stay in the right place. There we go. Damn it. Time! Maybe that's what's happening, because I'm playing the time game. It's just so much, fucking... The timeline of my mic stand is just advancing too quickly.
Your mic stand is aging at
Whoa!
an incredible rate.
As I say that, got hit by the time blast.
I was gonna say it got rained on.
Time fold.
It did snow here recently, and timefall snow is a real problem in the Death Stranding.
Electricity, buy groceries.
Yeah. Shower. Very important.
GMDR.
He didn't leave the code. But I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Hey. Hold on. Take it easy.
He's got a gun! Open fire!
What gun? I don't have a gun. I say as I start shooting people. Ow! Jesus. Sir. Me.
HQ? We got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
He got backup. He's... I don't know what he is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tight. Can't afford unwanted attention.
Unwanted attention, like a man just shooting all of your dudes. Like me. This is really impressive. Oh, I missed. Thing? What? Go away. It was really I was gonna say that it was really impressive that that guy managed to keep his sniper sight moving while he was frozen in time. Ow. Jesus. Where did all of these people come from?
The future.
No, that's just me and Beth.
The past.
Okay.
Technically, everyone has come from the past.
That's true. Oh, fuck me. Get the shield, thank you. You missed the collectible that was specifically aimed at you, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Paul Serene went back in time and surfed a plane into the Twin Towers. It was nuts.
That's not the thing.
That's exactly what that note said, I'm pretty sure. That's how I read it.
Paul.
Time airplane that crashed into the Twin Towers?
No, it was just a normal one.
Get out of my way.
I'm standing in the...
Gotta get back in.
Don't get sniped.
This game looks weird.
Give me the device.
It's brown with a lot of color around the
Come with me.
edges. It's throwing me off.
We can survive this
I
together.
really appreciate control.
Yeah.
You know it can't be stopped.
That game looks awesome.
I can see it in your eyes.
A lot of red.
Yeah.
There's a lot of red in this scene.
Because you
What
keep
if you're
getting
wrong?
shot.
No. Ah, shit.
Oh, he's a...
Oh.
Wait a minute, is that the guy from Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Paul
guy.
Serene.
That's the guy from Game of Thrones. The lady he just shot is the lady from Control, ironically. And then my main character man here is Iceman from the first set of X-Men movies.
If only.
Oh no, it's the hexagon.
I was gonna say, that is very peculiar looking geometric shape that everybody's fighting over.
We failed.
I think I have one of those in
We created Ground
class
Zero.
I work at.
Caused
Put blocks
everything to
into
happen
it.
how it always did.
I can't.
Every
is the
piece
stream fucking up or is
falling
the...
into
No, that's the game.
Except one. The blast sent you through time.
Is everybody gonna get
Back
time
to
powers now?
2016.
Except Beth, because she dead.
Something
No, not
anchored you down.
Beth. Is that Beth with the...
With the
With the
hoodie and the beanie, yeah.
No, Beth.
We need to know.
She's the lady from Control.
You think I wanted to come back?
Oh, it's almost like you guys are dumbasses.
I was pulled away.
Ground Zero.
Everything I came for was still back there.
It's not the collectible, serve.
Different Ground Zero.
Although there will be another collectible for you in the next section.
Ogawa.
Haruki. I don't even remember what the name of the Guild Wars character that we kept talking about was.
It was Mitsuki.
It was not that, but
Haruki? Harumi?
I don't remember. It's fine.
Hitomi?
No, Beth.
Hiroki? Was it Hiroki?
Might have been
Beth.
Hiroki.
Come on, move. Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up.
Yeah, I don't know why you kept messing that up.
So let me get this straight. Your brother not only built the time machine, he built the device that destroys time in the future.
Well, it's supposed to fix time, but
you
because
used it to destroy time.
not
just now.
intentionally.
Yeah, but you guys are the reason he built it in the first place, and then you went back and used it to destroy time.
Not intentionally.
You guys are fucking stupid.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does this game have bullet time in it?
Yes.
No.
Well, yeah, kinda.
Well, sort of.
When you come out,
Marine had the
no, when you come out of a dodge, when you come out of the dodge, you get bullet time.
A rash decision.
You get out of the dodge.
You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but
Like I said, I barely knew her.
Iceman is time displaced.
Yeah.
No,
so,
not Beth.
what you did next.
I loved her.
It wasn't personal.
Well, now she can start in control, so.
Oh,
She got shot into a better game.
Mr. Iceman, I don't feel so good.
She was pretty hot though, so thought I might get some of that. Oh no, she turned into triangles.
Mr. Iceman, I don't feel so good. Alright.
He's pissed off.
He's doing an angry walk.
He is.
Say no shit serious.
He's doing that, like the Belmont shrug from Castlevania.
Yeah. He's about to awkwardly walk up some stairs. Like a badass.
I want to point out the choice in this section is between control and surrender.
Working it out.
Pick control.
Planning it. Building Monarch.
If you hit control, do you just start playing that game instead?
No.
Damn it.
We'll get there. We're so close to there.
You're pretty close.
What is the point in saving them if I can't?
Yes, we're about to
Oh,
get
it has
into.
so much.
We're about to get into.
It has
the...
an entire TV show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that gimmick.
Uh huh. So after he makes this choice, we're gonna have to watch TV.
Yeah.
The sickness is accelerating.
He downloaded.
I had to download the TV because it's not streaming anymore.
How many gigs was the TV again?
75 gigs of TV.
Great. On top of the how many gigs was the game?
80 something.
My plan.
That's bigger than Final Fantasy 15.
With it, I will keep the lights on.
Yeah, but look at this game. It's pretty.
They had to spend all that money on Game of Thrones man's face.
Did.
Which, to be fair, his digital face is pretty good. Because sometimes when I see his live action face, I still think it's digital.
They also had to, get Lance Reddick's face.
But I think it might just be because Game of Thrones man lives in the Uncanny Valley.
He kind of does.
The lab explosion.
Doesn't help that every shot he was in Game of Thrones,
gone.
like it was always super bright and gloomy.
First things first. Seal the chamber. CFR has been secured.
Does this game have a
Mr. Serene?
full dance
I'm in your office.
video in it?
I'll be right there.
I don't think there's a dance number.
But there is a really cool FMV that we'll get to in the next part.
I don't want cool FMVs. I want cool dances that come
What
out.
if it's a cool? What if it's a cool FMV dance?
It's not as cool as Dynamite, if that's what you're getting at.
Why are you playing as this guy?
For me.
Because
This is what you do when you make the choices.
You play as this guy.
Can you play as Lance Reddick?
No.
It sucks.
Lance Reddick's in time jail.
Bust him out.
He's in timeout.
I hate you.
Martin Hatch.
You just hate me because you didn't think of it first.
Yes. Oh wait, I'm wrong. Say serve.
Yes.
How many more are there?
Is there a collectible for serve here?
Well, it's not a collectible yet, but there is a thing for. Oh no, maybe it is a collectible.
Sir. right with you, son.
Are you doing your Destiny walk right now?
Yeah. I gotta go over here and look at the timeline.
Years living in the past.
And the big thing circled are multiple times. It just says 9/11.
Building.
Oh my god.
It's all come to this.
I actually wrote this game.
I'm not surprised by
That makes sense.
But, like, for realsies, I mean, you get a closer look at this when you come here as Jack. Spoilers. But here's this big circled 9/11.
Yep.
No other event was more significant in all of history.
Improve relations with PMCs.
Oh, it's 2021, the end of time.
Well, we'll get there. February into March, sell World Trade Center real estate.
Yeah.
ILO's so high.
Yeah. I thought there was a thing in 9/11 that was like, oh, like pay $1,000 to help, or like pay a comically small amount to do whatever to help the recovery
cleanup.
effort. Yeah.
I thought there was going to be something about investing in like construction companies right before.
Or make
Jet fuel can't melt time.
Make a disaster cleanup company.
January 2002, establish relations with Facebook. Like JPL, invest in Iraqi oil.
So is this guy just min-maxing his whole life?
Yes.
He went back to the past and then used his knowledge of future events to get super rich and build an evil company. Which, to be fair, is what everyone should do if they time travel to the past.
I mean, I would probably do that too.
Absolutely. You crazy? Granted, my problem is that I don't have enough knowledge of the past for it to actually be useful.
Bush re-elected November 2nd. YouTube launch. Acquire stocks in YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that anymore.
Katrina team.
Well, yeah, you sell them later.
Yeah, but we're still in 2004. Come on.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. Sell all New Orleans real estate by April. Monarch PR help victims prepare for Katrina. Subprime cleanup for Monarch.
Get share of Twitter.
Oh, where was that? Oh, there it is. Yep. Do not sell before 2013.
What happens in 2013?
Sell stock before bank crisis 2007. Buy PharmaCorp for swine flu mania. Cheap. Obtain Apple stocks in early February 2006, which I think is before the first iPhone.
Makes sense.
That swine flu mania, man.
Prepare for Dow Jones crash 2007. Oh, there's the iPhone announcement. Not sure what April is. Or what April, Virginia is. Big PR opportunity in Peru.
Where's the part about pushing Windows Phone?
You know, that's a great question. Oh, there's the swine flu epidemic.
You know, I actually got the swine flu.
Yeah, same.
And that was the first time and the only time I've ever gotten the flu. Didn't feel very good.
No. WikiLeaks, November 28th, 2010.
Those WikiLeaks, I'll tell you what.
Japan tsunami, PR against nuclear. Occupy Wall Street.
Are you for or against Occupy Wall Street?
I believe Mr. Moneybags here is against Occupy Wall Street because it just says put security detail on people, tread lightly on PR matters. Arab Spring starts here. Too much of a mess. Get rid of Middle East investments early. Visit Large Hadron Collider. Fund Bloomberg. Shit. Paul Serene is why Mike Bloomberg is running for president now. God damn it. Final chance to remove Snowden link.
Invest in Game of Thrones stocks. Removal for final season.
Oh, there's the Ebola outbreak. U.S. sanctions Russia. Make deal with Ivan S. Withdraw assets from Moscow. Ukraine. Timely. Cuba! Exclamation mark. 2015.
The Game Awards are tonight?
They are in like 30 minutes.
Oh shit, we gotta watch that.
Yeah.
The problem is your quantum break won't be over by then.
It probably will. Gray area events unknown. Because this... I want to point out gray area events unknown is just everything after this game was released.
After the game was made. So
yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask how exactly they handled that.
Because this was...
they start making wild predictions.
So,
That'd be pretty good, too.
I think all the real life stuff kind of stops here, October 2015. And then
it veers into wild fantasy.
Well, no, then it just all the other stuff is just like, oh, Monarch does this, Monarch does that.
Okay.
And then after a certain point, it's just like, oh, we don't know what happens here because we're dealing with the future. Whoa, mic stand, come on.
The casing appears to be broken, but that's all we could find.
But I really wish they just started making predictions so they could be super wrong.
That'd be fun.
Like, I want to see the bullet point on the whiteboard that just says President Hillary Clinton, and just sit there and stare at it for a second and just be like, ugh.
The treatment's
Wrong
right
cold
here.
there, buddy.
Whenever you're ready.
Ah, mic stand, please.
Stop fighting your mic stand.
Refuses to change.
He says it's the mic stand, but somebody actually broke into his house to assassinate him.
Doing it over and over for the past hour.
Yeah.
He's fighting contact mic.
But it's damaged.
Does anybody want a rogue corp?
Is it safe to use?
What is?
I don't know what that is.
That Contra
Oh.
No, I'm good.
Do you have one?
It's for a skin for.
Oh.
Oh. I don't have that game. So.
Yeah.
Is that what they want?
Are you gonna smell
Can any of them be trusted?
I could. We're going to show the control option, which is, I think, you take the fart gas.
I'm not a traitor. We're the same now. And I need
So
your
he
help.
doesn't know what's gonna happen in the future, so he's
Focus
like,
on the mission.
choice right now.
Well, he knows some of what happens in the future. That's his time powers. Whereas the other main character's time powers is just, I do cool time shit and make people stop.
Look, you have to realize you're not going to keep me from getting the CFR.
Oh, so you just see what happens.
So yeah, some of.
Okay.
So either we do the control, which means we have to make Jack fight Liam from the TV show, or we hit the surrender button and...
You have all betrayed me. Assured my downfall.
This happens. Oh, there's Lance Reddick, I think. Yep.
Yours.
My world will be renewal. My world will see balance.
Man, who would have thought Liam
It's
have such
falling
a
apart.
chaotic life after
They're working against me. They're fighting each other.
You'll need to get to Serene's office. He's got direct access to the CFR. All right?
Joyce fixes the fracture. He fixes
Fed up with this world. Everybody betrayed
Charlie
me.
Wincott. Another weakling.
So
a traitor siding with Jack.
He's so cool.
I can make them suffer.
He is one of the best parts of this game.
He's also super evil.
So do I take my last puff of the fart gas, or do I just go fuck it and go full crazy?
Take the fart gas.
One vote, take the fart gas. Make me mad.
See, I kind of think you should go full crazy.
Grav.
I'm all about the fart gas.
All right.
Yeah, take the fart gas.
Grab and serve, choose to inhale.
I'll be right down.
Grab and serve.
Pause to vape.
Yes, sir.
I was about to say grab and serve, pause to vape.
Let me tell you about sub-ohming.
What?
Yep, there he goes. He's vaping.
Vape that fart gas.
He did it.
Sir, do you want my pen?
I feel more clear-headed.
Isn't vape illegal now or some shit like that?
There's a temporary ban in Massachusetts, but other than that, no.
Oh yeah, that's that good shit. Look at that face.
While I still can.
Oh, he's into it.
Bradbury swimming pool.
Does he have a time phone?
Well, it is a Windows phone.
Is it actually a Windows phone?
Yes. Everyone in this game has a Windows phone.
I kind of wish there was a bullet, like, towards the end, like, Windows phones overtakes iPhone.
What about my treatments? He's triggered a
Oh, so they're gonna have a sick anime fight?
within 8 hours.
He
has
might.
the chance to fix it, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to let things end.
Wait,
This
so
where
is
we come in.
the Game of Thrones man technically weaker than the other guy? Because all he can see is the future, right? He can't do, like...
No, he's also got the time powers.
He also has time powers, is a thing that we will learn. I don't know why my mic is suddenly super loud after all the...
That's not a thing you will learn.
Well, no, because he does do, like, teleport stuff. He did teleport earlier and do all the fun...
The first thing he does when he shows up in the past is teleport to you and then fucking punch your shit in.
That's true. He does freeze Hobbit Man in place and then time punch you.
Oh shit, he's so cool!
Lance Reddick is pretty cool. You see him walk away from that explosion?
In slow motion.
I want him apprehended.
He slow-mo walked away from that room and then slow-mo hit the button on a detonator.
Where's his iconic slave roll?
Where's his iconic hat?
Oh shit! Oh Jesus!
Action! That hospital has the worst security guards ever, because there were like 3 of them in the background of that fight scene, and they just let him strangle a guy to death, and then walk out of the hospital.
Lance Reddick's got eye drops.
I mean, would you mess with that guy?
Yes! He just murdered a man!
Right.
I mean, problem.
He did. He tried to murder the guy who murdered his wife.
He didn't try to murder the guy's wife.
Yeah, he did.
He was just there in the hospital.
He
looking
was
for him.
no, because they thought he was dead, because the other guy killed him.
Well, then why was he even in the hospital waiting around?
So that he could kill his wife.
Why not just do it?
Look at that black guy's mask. It's crooked.
Don't worry about it.
Look, as someone who wears a beard net at work, sometimes those masks are hard to get correct. Sometimes it gets crooked and it just feels awkward all day.
Lance Reddick is so fucking cool.
Is he just chewing the scenery?
Lance
Smirking at the
Lance
camera.
Reddick about to ask these men if they want to step out of the elevator.
No.
Dr. Emerald, are you
Where's
hurt?
Paul?
God damn it.
Just gonna walk out of the
I need to
elevator.
Just walked out and did the fucking Gustavo Fring thing from Breaking Bad. Just walk out, straighten your tie, and leave.
No blood too. He's
Okay, you know what? I wish that was a little bit more ridiculous. I want to see one of those men like folded in half like a towel.
Some cyborg
no,
ninja
no.
kid.
There's just blood, just
Like it's Oculus
puddles.
style, they're just smeared on the walls.
Yeah, just puddles and like goo piles all over the place, and you see like guns just there.
It was time.
Paul,
Who's this little
have you
lady?
taken your treatments?
But
That's
she's the
Dr.
time
Lady
doctor.
looking for Paul Serene.
Need to get to the lifeboat.
Wait, why did that scene play twice?
Because I had to bounce it back so that it would the subtitles would show up.
Okay.
Just go. Okay?
Game of Thrones man, you're not looking so hot.
You just
He has
go
the
up
best
and
facial expressions because he's always just looking around like a fucking goofball. I love it. It was time.
Commander Pierce.
Why does he
prep
need
the
fart
chopper.
gas?
Because he's got time
The
sickness.
swimming hall.
Is that from using his time powers too much?
Because Iceman's brother was a hobbit and he ran into the time machine and started shooting, and it caused this guy to go into the future and get time sickness. He got time powers, but also time sickness.
What are the symptoms of time sickness?
He vibrates.
Yeah.
I'm sure the ladies appreciate that.
Yeah, no, that doctor's way into it. He's incredibly loyal.
Meanwhile, fake Will Wheaton is here.
I forgot he was a thing.
Never.
Also, I'm getting a really weird sense of deja vu. Then again, you have streamed Quantum Break before, so...
Yeah.
Also, it's a game about time travel, so I guess deja vu is thematically appropriate. Oh, you have the worst run, guy.
He's fake Will Wheaton. He's not.
Oh, he spilled his coffee.
Yeah.
Defense status.
I guess you can say deja vu. I've just been to this place before.
What? Oh, okay. I never understood the lyrics to that fucking song.
It's right
I just know running in the 90s.
He has really bad facial hair.
Yeah, because he's
No,
dirtbag
Darling
fake
is
Will
in the next
Wheaton.
game.
Darling has the best facial hair. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, because he said hello, darling, when he looked at the computer. Pay attention to your game, TFP.
I'm...
God.
You owe me one.
Dun 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 dun.
Didn't the guy that played Darling, he was also Alan Wake?
Fiona?
Yep.
Yep.
He was also in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Come on, come on.
He was the guy who did the knife tricks and dropped his pants.
It feels like it should be way harder to add your name to the safety
Beth, I
list
don't know
than
if you
that.
can hear this, but it's Fiona. I need your help. Do you copy?
You just gotta press a few buttons here. It's fine.
It's because Fake Will Wheaton is an expert hacker.
It's Fiona. Do you copy?
I mean, he uses Windows 8.
It's Windows 10. There was a billboard for Windows 10.
Okay, it is Windows 10.
Yeah.
What was it? Windows 8.1?
Yeah.
It didn't work. I'm sorry.
Windows 10 has a
I couldn't find the protocol.
That lady is very sad.
She is emoting her sadness maybe a little too hard.
Sorry, Fiona. Beth ran out of time.
Fiona Miller?
Yeah, apparently Windows 10 was 2015, so that would have been...
A year before this. Mic stand!
Yes.
Will you stop? Calm down.
Beth told me you were working together. You might be the only ally I have left.
What happened?
Serene. There wasn't anything I could do, but Fiona, there is something we can do now. I need to find something we'll call the countermeasure. It's 12-sided, small, metallic.
Chrono Trigger had a way cooler end of time.
The CFR.
The what?
The chronon field regulator, that is the countermeasure.
And it can fix the fracture.
Okay. Mic stand.
You got it?
I got it.
Zip tie the mic stand to something so it stops falling over.
I really should.
Get like one of those gooseneck thingies.
It is one of those gooseneck things.
Then you should clamp the gooseneck thing on something.
It's clamped to something. It just keeps unclamping itself because I got it from the Amazon return store for $2.
That's why you don't go cheap on your productions.
I go the most cheap on my productions.
That's why you only have...
I only have 3 viewers.
You have 4 viewers, motherfucker.
Wow, there's one other person.
You are stepping it up.
Yeah. So now you have to spend thousands of your...
Yeah, no, now is the time. Higher production is clearly what will solve all of your streaming woes.
Yeah.
Don't
Put
think.
all your eggs into this ambitious basket and it will return in no time.
It's not like you need better co-hosts or better commentary. What you need is higher quality mic.
Yep.
Well, that's the gimmick. High quality production, low quality...
Content.
See, I prefer to think of the gimmick as low quality production, high quality content.
You know, fair. I feel pretty okay with the quality of the content.
Yeah.
I'm just here to make 9/11 jokes.
Yeah, no.
My mic stand is just slowly falling down again.
Speaking of the quality of the content, I was going to make a joke earlier about how TFP kept knocking it over with his dick every time he turned his chair, but I figured that'd be too crass for the stream. But now that I think about it, nah, fuck it. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
That's the lore.
I'm disappointed you haven't
TFP is fully erect watching Quantum Break. Every time he turns, just bam, mic stand down.
Yep.
Insert your security.
Those guards seem useless.
Well, he's on the list.
No, I just mean the fact that they're just standing there awkwardly. It's like they're not even gonna be like, hey, guy, put your card in, it's cool. They're just gonna stand and stare.
Dude, they don't get paid.
Like, they're guards, not robots.
They don't get paid enough. They're minimum wage. They're like, okay, there's a guy here, whatever.
Aw man, do you think there's some shitty thing in the contract for this company where it's like these people are getting paid hourly, but once time ends, their wages are just locked forever? Because it's like, no, time is over. You haven't worked an hour, because hours don't exist.
God, that would suck.
What is that?
Yeah, but it seems like the kind of thing a company would do.
So the lifeboat is supposed to protect everyone from the end of time that is in it.
Uh-huh.
So it's Noah's Ark.
So, basically.
Right, but, and like, time is over. Like, what is it?
So
how does it?
The idea is
it's a weird metallic device that puts out a field that lets you continue to move in the frozen time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a field that cancels out the world.
God damn
The
it.
world?
Get out of here with your JoJo's.
This entire game is a JoJo reference.
It's not.
It is.
So they have to live in their time bunker forever?
Yes.
Well, the idea is that they have a bunch of scientists who are working on fixing the end of time, who live in the time bunker.
How do you fix the end of time?
They don't know. But they think they can figure it out with enough time.
Man.
They couldn't make this place look less like a
We need to talk.
fucking...
Look.
I think that's part of the joke, is that it's like, alright, we're gonna come here and be safe. Also, it's kind of shit.
Jack Joyce. He can use the CFR to fix the fracture. We need to get.
We spent a lot of money on tarps. This is the fire festival of apocalypse bunkers. There's some shitty cheese sandwiches in the corner.
Just, if you let Joyce use the CFR, then that means the lifeboat's gone.
Shit in a bucket in the corner.
No, these people down here, They can figure
Oh,
it
that's
out.
some
They can
coffee.
fix the fracture. That's what you wanted in the first place.
These people, this is Monarch, okay? They're the ones that got us into this. Do you think they give a shit about any of us?
I mean, you realize what you're asking.
So, what's the plan once we get to Monarch?
We need to find a way onto the lifeboat.
When I see Monarch, I think about Venture Brothers.
I've thought that like this whole time, especially with the big dumb logo on the wall. And the henchmen with a big dumb yellow butterfly in logo on their chests. This lady seems incredibly trusting of people she knows nothing about.
Liam Burke. He's trying to break into Monarch.
When this doctor girlfriend show.
Come on.
What was her name? Doctor.
I don't remember. I only watched the first couple of seasons of Venture Brothers. I fell off.
That's all you really need to see.
Sometime after they introduced Henry Killinger.
It's just kind of the same joke after.
Yeah.
Jack, we know where the CFR is, but...
Oh yeah,
Jack,
obviously.
it's Charlie.
Is Venture Brothers still
To the top of
going?
the Monarch Tower.
Probably.
Follow my instructions exactly.
I don't think they do like long.
This guy's an amazing shot.
Jack?
There's like 5 dudes with assault rifles and he killed all of them before any of them could aim.
Jack!
That's absurd.
Look.
This man is dumb.
That area up there is insane.
Come on, honey, just step over this field of dead
Not gonna be
bodies.
able
It's
to get in.
fine.
I like the yellow tape.
Hey, wait! Wait.
I feel like these people shouldn't be talking about it. Like, there must be security cameras in this bunker.
The CFR defenses.
Yeah.
There's
no way
sparks
he's gonna
falling
be able
out
to
of the
pass them
ceiling.
along. I'm the only one. I mean, you belong down here.
Well, he's dead.
You actually would be useful. I'm dead weight. I'm a glorified locksmith. Why don't you let somebody else be the hero? Okay, tough chick?
Everyone needs IT, Charlie.
Fuck you.
Man, remember when that lady
Hey,
kidnapped that
Charlie.
guy?
You're an okay date.
Yeah, it was a real dick move.
I know.
Let me point out that guy also still has blood on his face from when the other guy shot Liam in the arm.
He forgot to cook the
Now he has the assault rifle.
The dude they have playing this Liam guy feels like the discount
You know who I
version of like
We met.
Chris Hemsworth or something.
You're one of Monarch's.
It's like discount Jeremy Renner.
Yeah,
Somebody tell me
like
he's a traitor.
he is serial number filed off action
I know what you
man.
want.
Yeah.
You're protecting what's yours.
Has he been in anything? Let me
I
look
want to
this up
protect
real
what's
quick.
mine.
The greatest hero of them all, or a different action man?
Different
I need
action
your help.
man.
And you need
Fair
mine.
enough.
Patrick
Looking for the
Huizinger.
lifeboat. Isn't that right? And you
He
know what
was
we're facing.
in a recent Jack Reacher movie.
I have a team down there.
What?
They will
This
fix
guy.
the fracture. Time
No,
will go
what's-
on.
What's Jack?
Tom Clancy.
CFR goes unprotected.
Jack Ryan.
Jack, or
It's our key. It's what makes the lifeboat possible.
is Jack
Powered
Reacher
it.
Tom Clancy, or is that am I mixing it up with
My
Jack Ryan?
enemies.
It
want
might be.
destroyed.
Are they both Tom Clancy?
You can keep it safe. And when this is over,
No, it is based off
Your
of
wife.
one by Lee Child.
she'll be waiting for you.
Oh, Reacher.
So I could take her with me. She'll survive.
Liam, what is he talking about?
And think of what happens if we're down there unprotected. None of us are saved.
He's not in a lot. Check out bootleg
you to
Will
go with
Wheaton.
him. He's gonna take you to the lifeboat. I'll find you when it's over.
Bootleg Will Wheaton was in Bates Motel.
Is that show any good?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder what they did at the Bates Hotel.
The top of Monarch Tower.
I murdered people, I hear.
Find the CFR and a
He's in
strike
Prison
machine.
Break.
That's all you'll need.
Remember when they made a Prison Break video game?
I have seen multiple copies of that, and every time I'm like, maybe, and then I'm like, no.
I think you should.
No.
Go with Game of Thrones man. He's incredibly trustworthy.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
his silver suit.
What your husband's doing for you.
TFV's Mike fell again.
It did.
It's admirable.
A striker suit.
You don't agree?
Also, if Paul was gonna offer him this chance anyways, why didn't he stop all the guards that went down there and got shot by him? So that then they could be his backup on this mission.
None of us ever know.
Also, why didn't they give him any medical attention instead of just letting him bleed out on his way up the stairs?
Fine.
Basement 5.
Nope. Still.
They're just bullet holes.
You think you know a guy, and then he murders like 20 people in the span of a minute.
We've changed things.
Rude.
There we go.
The world.
I'm confident in this
Universe.
affixing of the mic stand.
The
Now
first
hold on for
beings
5 minutes when it
powerful
falls
enough
again.
to undo the very
Just
fabric
tape the mic stand.
that we're
I don't
part
have
of.
any tape.
Why do you not have tape?
And
Why are you living like a
we
savage?
must believe that we are powerful
fuck am I
enough to
gonna
set
do with
things straight
tape?
again.
Tape a mic stand.
We've all made sacrifices. We have all made sacrifices.
I have like scotch tape.
But we're not just here to work for
What the fuck am I gonna
ourselves.
do with duct tape?
Fix your
For
mic
our
stand.
families, for mankind.
Who doesn't have duct tape and rope in their house?
Change history.
Charlie
To
Bronson
make
here with the fucking rope.
Right here. Right
Speaking
now.
of Norman Reedus.
I have some other matters to attend to, so I will not be with you. But I know that you will succeed.
Finished that game recently.
I finished that game, but I never liked
It okay. My one Death Stranding comment is that the one scene that everyone talks about the Princess of the Beach.
That's the best scene.
Well, I want to put, because no one talks about how the immediate follow-up is smash cut to them running like chariots of fire, and Norman Reedus just has this goofy grin and is just all beat up.
I thought
I
about.
was thinking running the fucking Baywatch opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Death Stranding.
I think it was great.
Yeah. It's too bad it came out the same year as Disco Elysium.
I don't think it's my goatee, but it's on the list for me.
Yeah, Death Stranding's on the list, but like, man, is that game fucking absurd?
Yeah, it is.
That's what. Which one, Death Stranding or?
Yeah. Well, I mean both, but
Yeah, that's what makes it great.
There's a man named Die Hard Man.
I think the only part of it I didn't like was anything having to do with Mama.
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, she was pretty terrible.
Like,
Which sucks that she's like the main plot of the game.
yeah. That was
Because all the stuff with Mads Mikkelsen was great.
CFR defenses are down.
Clifford
It's all you.
Unger.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
See, because he's a cliff. All he does is divide.
I can't, Liam. Get the fuck away.
Oh my, the fucking naming conventions in that game are the worst.
Joyce.
The names are so bad. By the way, TFP, did you ever read that email about Die Hardman after the game?
Yeah.
Did you find out what Die Hardman's real name is?
No.
Wait, you didn't see that?
No.
Thinking about more than myself. You don't know
Yeah.
what Joyce is gonna
His
do.
name is John McClane.
But I have faith in Fiona. And she believes in Joyce. So I gotta believe too.
God damn it.
Fix a lifeboat, you save your wife.
John McClane, also known as Die.
Saves us all. Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead and kill me. It's not gonna make a fucking difference.
Yo, Sam put the bridges.
But if you
Your
kill
bridge
Joyce,
connects people.
then we have...
Oh, Lance Reddick. God, look at Lance Reddick. He's so cool.
Your perceptions, Liam, they're off.
So is this like TV? Like,
Yes.
Well,
it's like 22 minutes or
Yeah,
something.
it's like half-hour TV.
This world is ending.
oh no!
Not fake Will Wheaton.
Is he a fucking Terminator?
Essentially.
At one world's end.
Told you he's got that Gus Fring thing going on. He would lose that fight.
But it would be a good fight.
My world will see
Backflips on the stage.
Oh, right in the eyeball. Right in Lance Reddick's eyeball. Some guest shit.
Why did Lance Reddick?
To what?
Why not just go kill him? He's got a full gun.
Because he's got to grab the ball. Oh, the ankle knife. Lance Reddick got stabbed with a time knife.
If only you got stabbed by the time knife. Oh, serve.
Oh man, I wish you were here for time knife.
Has the best opening line to any screenplay ever. Bruce Savage stands in his office. He is sexually attractive.
I feel like this dude should be more worried about the part where he's constantly bleeding out.
I don't think he's bleeding out anymore.
He's stumbling around like a jackass all over the place.
You ever been shot?
No, but I've stubbed my toe.
Yeah, that's
Basically the same thing, I'm pretty
basically
sure.
the same thing.
Alright, that'll do it for Quantum Break. Join us next time for the end of Quantum Break.
This man became a boss fight.
Join us in
did.
4 minutes when we watch the Game Awards.
I'm not streaming it, someone else can. Night, everybody.